Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Chris and this is my channel Barnum11970. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video. I hope you guys are doing well. There's a video that somebody sent to me, well actually one that I saw on my Facebook page, and I'm going to post the link in the description below, so hopefully you'll be able to see it whatever you're watching this on. I highly recommend you listen to this. I don't know who the person is, but they're playing this song on a guitar, which normally, you know, that's nice that somebody can do that. It's a beautiful thing. They can play music. But the way he does it, you'd have to watch it to understand it. And to me, I had to listen to it a couple of times, and it almost puts you in a trance-like state. This person has such talent that he created things the way he did it. And I don't want to spoil it by saying what he does. You have to watch it to kind of see it. He plays a guitar in a way I've never seen, and the melody that he plays, if you're in an area where you could watch it where it's just dark and quiet and you could just focus on this music, it's just, to me, it's empowering. So whoever this person is, I want to give them the recognition they deserve, so I want you guys to check out the link on it. And it really makes me think about something. The power of creation. And if you really think of it, when you create something, whether it's music, whether it's an invention, a thought, a story, whatever, you are taking something that did not exist and you brought it into this world, giving it life. Think about that for a moment. Think of it on a deeper level, where at first, whatever it is that was not created did not exist. And your thought process and ability to create this thing, whatever direction it goes, whether it be something physical or something just a story, that it brings it into the world as a permanent place in an ever-expanding universe of infinite possibilities. And if you think of life in that way, that you can take nothing and put it into part of creation based on your own mind's thought process, how amazing it is to have the ability to create something. And that's where some people in this world will never get it. Because destruction, first of all, you cannot destroy something that's already in existence, because if you take it even off the physical plane, you can't erase the memory of it. So it's never really gone. And just like I've always said, since your body is made of light and your body is nothing more than a vehicle to contain your soul, once your vehicle breaks down, it just goes to finds another vehicle. So technically, you could never destroy anything. You cannot erase existence. Once something exists, it will always be there. So that's the oxymoron about people who spend their lives destroying. But at the very least, it takes no effort, because it doesn't take imagination to ruin somebody else's creation. So I know my channel goes in several different ways, because that's the way I am. I don't want to be locked down to any specific thing. So this channel has grown, has matured, has altered, has done so many different twists and turns in its existence. And for me, it serves a purpose of, this is my creation. When I make my organic products, when I make my orgone pyramids and necklaces and all the things that I do, now that I'm a singer in a band, creating melody. And I guess you'd have to be a musician to appreciate that music in this initial beginning of this video of what I speak of. I guess you have to really be a musician in a way to appreciate it, the talent that it took, and the beauty of the melody. That when I was in band practice last night, and we're a new band and we're just starting to click together, and it's starting to come together. And we were kind of in the beginning of it a little rough. Then I sat us all down, all four of us. We started talking about things. Then I put it in a perspective that, to me, music is almost a trance-like state when you get it. Most people that are not musicians may never get this, but I guarantee you, if you're a musician in any way, you'll understand that. Where, if you've ever been in a band, where everything just goes in sync and you almost just close your eyes and you could feel and be part of the music. And it's amazing because even if you're singing somebody else's song, if you do it your own way, you make it yours. You're still making a creation. So to all the people out there that have their doubts, that have their fears, that are maybe even depressed or losing of direction, just think about that in a moment when it comes to creating something. How beautiful that is and how you are contributing to the universe by making something and saying, here, this did not exist at one point, and now I've brought it into this world forever. Even if it's forgotten through the ages, it will always still be there. And it's because you took a moment to create that thing, that idea, that song, that music, that melody, whatever it is, that art. So stick with it. Don't give up. Just because you haven't succeeded yet doesn't mean that the opportunity isn't there. You will only fail to succeed if you succeed in giving up. And that ultimately is a choice. And I hope you don't make that choice. And think about the beauty of the world. That just imagine how many creations in this world. Just imagine how different the world would be, our world would be, if the people who created those very things gave up on them because they failed, or it was hard, or people said they couldn't do it, or they ridiculed them and attacked them and made fun of them for it. How many beautiful things in this world would not exist, and how different this world would be. So who's to say your idea, your invention, your melody, your piece of art, your advice, your video may not change the world, or at least change the world for somebody else. And because you did what you did, you created a rippling effect that could benefit the world or can benefit one person. But there's still a benefit to it. So I'm going to keep this video relatively short. I like to do inspirational videos, especially these days, because it's just a beautiful thing when you see it in a different perspective. Because in this world, we're so worried about who's on top, who's got the most paper currency. And that's supposed to be power? That's supposed to be somebody else is better? When we all come from one where we're all equal, how could somebody else think they are superior and somebody else is inferior based on pieces of paper? You get more use out of this paper than you ever will a currency if it no longer has the value it does have now. So be proud that you can create, or give yourself the opportunity to create and see it for the beauty that it is. For there to be an infinite universe with infinite possibilities, ever expanding, that means they're counting on you to add your little piece. You can't have perfection without everything. You can't have a complete puzzle without every little piece. For that puzzle to make its beautiful image, you have to take one little jagged piece at a time and slowly put it together. Because if you miss even one piece, it is no longer a complete puzzle. So think about that. Think about the words. Think about this video. If my words inspire one person, and that person goes on to create some kind of invention, cures cancer, helps save the world, help feed the hungry, or help a homeless animal from dying. It's a ripple effect, and I'm glad to be a part of it. And you should be glad to be a part of it. And stop living in the fear and the doubt, and because some of the few up there are trying to program you into believing that you're not worthy or you're not capable. And after a while, we start to believe it. And then we become the very thing that we were fearing. And that's our faults. But as much as we can be bombarded with hate and evil and fear, we can turn it off and on like a light switch. And I hope you do. So go listen to that song and just put yourself in a position where it's nice and quiet. If you have a surround sound system, just listen to it. Put on your headphones and just feel the music. And just remember, if it makes you feel good, if you feel it in here, then thank that person because he created that. And if you got a good feeling out of it, then be glad that he didn't give up on whatever dreams that he had. Because he may not cure cancer with his music, but if it changes somebody's mood from horrible and depressed to calm and peaceful, then it accomplished something, and that meant there was a purpose behind it. There are no accidents, even if you just can't see it that way. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Create something. Don't destroy. That's too easy. I know you can do it.